Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So, with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. I hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So, I was told that somebody is about to be crying tears of joy out here. Something great and something big is definitely getting ready to take place for somebody. I channeled something yesterday, and while I was channeling what I channeled, I was very emotional when doing so. It was almost like I wanted to cry. But it wasn't like a cry of sadness or, like a cry, it wasn't like, like a bad feeling. It was like a good feeling, like how somebody, just say somebody receives a check in the mail, you know what I mean? And they're not expecting the check in the mail. And so it's kind of like, that feeling that you get like, oh my God, like a blessing, like falls out of the sky, or, right when, like somebody needs something, like somebody, receives it. And so it's kind of like a relief. That could be, what's about to happen to somebody, like somebody's about to get some type of big relief out here, like some type of weight is being lifted off of somebody's shoulders. Somebody definitely, could be being rewarded for, like their faithfulness, because what I channeled was 10, 10, 10. 10s across the board. So, I mean, most people know, what that means. But I also saw, angels, like holding up 10s. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, when there's competitions going on. Gymnastics, whatever competitions are going on, and they have judges. And so, the judges, they rate you on a scale from 1 to 10. And so I saw the angels holding up 10s across the board. So I looked into the meaning of 10s across the board. Just to, get, just to clarify, the meaning of it. And 10s across the board means to receive the highest possible score or rating in every category. So then I heard, well done, thy good and faithful servant. So that is in Matthew. It's actually Matthew 25. And basically Matthew 25 is like parables. So it's like stories. So the parable that really stood out to me was the parable of the talents. They all stood out, really. But the one that really stood out was the parable of the talents. Somebody, they could have, like learned a lesson, about like a moral lesson or a spiritual lesson. Or there could be, like people, that could be about to learn some type of moral lesson, through somebody. Or it's already happened. That's why somebody, is being given, like 10s across the board. But Matthew 25 says, a man entrusts his property to his servants while he travels. And this is the easy to read version. He gives one servant 5 talents. He gives one servant 5 talents, another 2, and another 1, each according to their ability. The first 2 servants invest their talents and double them. The third servant buries his talent out of fear. Upon his return, the master praises the first two servants for their faithfulness and rewards them. The third servant is rebuked for his laziness and lack of faith. So somebody is being rewarded, and it's for their faithfulness. It's for their obedience. There definitely could be somebody, that, like they were disobedient. They were unfaithful when it comes to, like their talents, or when it comes to, what God has given to somebody. And so whoever this is, they could be being rebuked because they're lazy and they lack faith. This is somebody, that they have some type of God-given talent and they refuse to use it. So it definitely, could be being, taken from this person. It could be being given to, whoever's about to be rewarded. Whatever, God has given to this person, God could be taking it from this person and giving it to, rewarding it to the person, that deserves it. I feel like, it's getting ready to get sticky for somebody. But somebody definitely needs to know that, something great is definitely about to take place for them. So let's just hop in, y'all, and see what's going on. Holy Spirit. If you are feeling stuck in any area of your life, whether it is in a relationship, a job, or just a situation, ask yourself, what is stopping me from leaving? Yes, leaving is scary, but sometimes it is the right step to take. Be brave. We are right by your side. So somebody, could be trying to figure out, whether they should leave or whether they should stay. I feel like, it definitely could be time for somebody to leave something, or that's what somebody, has already done. You know what I mean? So because somebody has already learned, like some type of moral lesson or some type of spiritual lesson, somebody, is about to reap some type of rewards, but reaping the rewards has something to do with obedience and faithfulness. Give me another one, Holy Spirit. Don't worry. Everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made, even if you can't yet see the results. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust the process. At the bottom of the deck, we have no act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. So well done, thy good and thy faithful servant. We've been talking about acts of kindness. We've been talking about good deeds a lot in the messages. The one thing that I really am grateful for is, when it comes to, having, y'all, a spiritual platform, whether it be on YouTube, TikTok, wherever, when you're putting out messages, to the people, there's always, negative feedback. There's always, negative, people, that, they don't want you, to succeed. They don't want you, to, get the truth out. They don't believe, in spirituality, or they don't believe, in, the work that we do. But when it comes to, the collective, of course, every person, that's in the collective, they're not, here for the right reasons. But majority of the collective, on Bees Intuition is here for the right reasons. And so that's why, we always, pick up on, some type of good energy, even though, there is negative energy in the messages, because of course, where there's dark, there's light. Where there's light, there's dark. But when it comes to, the collective, it's like a lot of positive energy, you know what I mean? There's a lot of positive people, a lot of good things, happening, for people when it comes to these messages, But of course, when you're putting out, positive news to people, of course, the negative, comes in because, there are people, that are trying to stop, people from receiving positive news, or, trying to stop, good things from happening in, you know, like people's lives. And so, of course, yeah, we hear, you know, what takes place, you know, for those people, you know, that are trying to, you know, like stop people from, you know, being positive, progressing, moving forward, you know, showing their talents, you know, like to the world, showing their, you know, using their talents, their God-given gifts, you know, to help other people. So all of that is relevant to this message for sure. So I just want to thank you guys, you know, for, you know, bringing that positive energy into the collective, you know, continuing, you know, to believe and have faith, you know. That's definitely, yeah, why somebody, you know, is, yeah, being rewarded in a big way out here. So there is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could be about to, you know, like eat their words out here. So these are people, you know, that could have doubted somebody. These are people, you know, that, yeah, they try to stop somebody, you know, from receiving information. They try to stop somebody from receiving a blessing. They try to stop, you know, yeah, they try to stop somebody, you know, from, you know, using their God-given gifts and talent, you know, to help the world. Holy Spirit. Yeah, somebody, you know, could be an entertainer out here, you know, but I feel like, or you know, it's entertainers, you know what I mean, that, you know, yeah, they're not using, you know, like their God-given talents, you know, their God-given platforms, because, you know, when you have a platform, you know, you're supposed to use it for good. So there are people out here, you know, that, yeah, they're using platforms for bad. Definitely, yeah, a lot of, you know, like entertainers are, but somebody, you know, could be, you know, like in the entertainment industry, or, you know, like somebody, you know, could be an inspiring entertainer. But all these people, they have like it's like they're holding microphones. So something about, yeah, truth speakers. There could be people, you know, that, yeah, they just watch, you know, like tarot or spiritual messages, intuitive messages, whatever they watch, excuse me, as entertainment, you know, so they don't really take it seriously. I definitely feel like that there could be some people, you know, that, yeah, like they don't believe in certain things, that are about to, you know, like become believers of whatever it is that they don't believe in. But like, this could be, you know, like believers in God, you know, believers in the power of God, you know, believing, you know, that, yeah, like people, you know, that do tarot card readings, intuitive messages, spiritual messages, or whatever have you, you know, yeah, like their gifts, you know, are, yeah, from the Most High God. It's not witchcraft. It's not, you know, it's not dark. It's not, you know, wrong, you know. So there could be people, yeah, that could be being, you know, like made into believers. But, you know, when it comes to, you know, like black magic and, you know, all that stuff, you know, like it's, all of it's not wrong. You know, I always say it's not what you do, it's how you do. So, you know, people, you know, yeah, they're using their gifts for bad instead of using their gifts for good out here. But yeah, somebody, you know, definitely, yeah, could be being celebrated out here. Somebody, you know, could be about to, you know, like celebrate, you know, like physically. This could have something to do, you know, with like, for somebody, yeah, somebody could be celebrating their birthday. Somebody, you know, could be celebrating, you know, like a milestone. You know, so somebody, you know, could be about to, yeah, like turn 50, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that's a milestone. Or, you know, somebody, you know, it's about to, you know, like hit, you know, 40 years of working. And so, yeah, like somebody, you know, could be about to retire. But I feel like, yeah, somebody's going to have a reason to celebrate. But going back to, yeah, this entertainer card, you know, like somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like aspiring to, you know, like be in the limelight, or aspiring, you know, to, yeah, like be seen by a lot of people. This could have something to do, you know, with, yeah, like somebody's God-given talents and gifts. And so I feel like that, yeah, like it's time to shine. Whoever needs to know that. If you've been holding back, you know, if you've been, yeah, fearing, so it goes back to, you know, the first message from the universe card, you know, like say you're at a job, you know, but yeah, like you feel like that you're being divinely guided, you know, like to leave that job, you know, to, yeah, use your God-given gifts, you know, to share with the world. Yeah, that's what you're being, you know, like told to do, you know. Yeah, you're being divinely nudged to do so. I'm not telling nobody, you know, quit your job today, you know. No, consult, you know, with your spiritual team, you know, consult with the Most High God. But yeah, if you're feeling, you know, the nudge, if you're feeling the energy, you know, yeah, to, you know, use your God-given gifts and talents, you know, to share with the world, then yeah, that's what you need to do, you know. Give me another one, Holy Spirit. But there are a lot of people that's out here people pleasing, you know what I mean? So going back, you know, to, yeah, just using the entertainers as an example, you know, these people, you know, they and it is about the people, because yeah, they're here to entertain the people, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like when you have God given gifts and talents, yeah, like you're supposed to use them for the good, even if you're entertaining the people. This is like people bringing dark, you know what I mean, into a dark world when they're needing to bring light into a dark world. So give me another one, please, Holy Spirit. Yeah, whatever's about to take place, yeah, somebody doesn't see this coming. There could be a lot of people, that don't see whatever this is coming. This is like, this could be, like on a mass level. So those, that, yeah, we're giving God given gifts and talents, and they're using them, in the wrong way. Yeah, they're being rebuked, There could be people, that, yeah, they could be losing, like positions of power, because, yeah, they're abusing power. There could be people, that have platforms, and, yeah, they're going to be removed, from their platforms because, yeah, they're not using, their platforms, yeah, to help the people, They're using their platforms, like to people please. And when you live, in a dark world, and, yeah, like the light is supposed to overtake, yeah, that's what you're supposed to be doing, bringing light to the dark. So something about, yeah, bringing light to the dark. That's what I just keep picking up on, bringing light to the dark. So there are a lot of people, that, yeah, they're using their God-given gifts and talents in a great way, bringing light to dark. And so, yeah, there's people that, are about to be celebrated. And, yeah, they don't see this coming. And it has something to do with, yeah, good deeds. Yep. But there are people, because this is, yeah, like somebody, like intuition being off. So there are a lot of people that, yeah, they're not even, they haven't even tapped in, to, yeah, like their intuition. They haven't even tapped in, to, yeah, hearing, like from their spiritual team. They haven't tapped in to, yeah, like, this is like people that are, yeah, surface with God, These are people, that, yeah, like they possibly say that they know God, but they don't know God, It's a difference. So, whatever, is about to take place, yeah, nobody sees this coming. There definitely could be people, that could be trying to, like block, people's intuition, or, they don't want, people out here speaking truth, so they could be doing things, to try to stop people, from speaking the truth. Cyberbullying, bullying, in person, doing black magic and spells, witchcraft, but yeah, they're doing it, to purposely, yeah, like sabotage. Give me one more, please, Holy Spirit. Yeah, dirty deeds. So we went from good deeds to, yeah, dirty deeds, bad deeds. So there definitely, yeah, could be, like some good deeds, that are about to be noticed, and yeah, bad deeds are about to be noticed as well. There definitely, yeah, could be people, that like, there are a lot of people that, yeah, like they, don't know what they do, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, going back to the Bible, I don't know, I don't know what verse it is, but it says, and don't quote me on it, but it says something like, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. So there are some people that, yeah, like they don't know what they're doing, you know what I mean? Because, yeah, they don't know God, or, yeah, like they don't, they just know the name of God, they don't know, what the Spirit of God can do. They don't, yeah, they're surface with it. So, yeah, there are some people that don't know, you know what I mean? But they possibly, yeah, could be about to find out. But there are a lot of people that do know, you know what I mean? These are people, that could have grew up in church. These are people, that, yeah, like they have Bibles in their home, so, yeah, it only takes 5 minutes, to look in the Bible, and read a scripture or two, just to know, how the Most High God expects, for, yeah, us to live. So something about, yeah, it's kind of giving me, like regardless. So, because that's just what I heard, regardless. So regardless, there are good deeds that are being noticed, and yeah, bad deeds, that are being noticed as well. Why is this entertainer card here? Give me one. Thank you. Yeah, we got the angry card. So there definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like some people, you know, that could be angry, you know. People angry with, you know, truth speakers. People angry, with those, you know, that, yeah, like choose to use their God-given gifts, you know, in the way, you know, that they're supposed to be, you know, using them. There definitely is a masculine energy that definitely is angry. Whoever this is, they could, you know, they could be well known, or, you know, they just, a lot of people know whoever this is. This is like, yeah, like, just using this as an example. So, YouTube. So you got, you know, content creators on YouTube, you know, and then, yeah, you have, you know, people that are in tarot land, you know, that have spiritual platforms. And so there's people, you know, that, yeah, they're content creators, and whatever kind of content they're putting out, you know, yeah, they have subscribers, you know, they have views, you know, but yeah, like there are people angry because they see, you know, that other people, you know, like especially those with spiritual platforms, yeah, you know, are basically, yeah, like coming up, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're having more, you know, subscribers, you know, they're you know, having more views, you know, so people, you know, are viewing them more, you know, than, yeah, other content creators or other, you know, content. So there could be a lot of people, you know, that are angry because of that, especially those that, yeah, are like kind of in the same field, you know, or let me not say in the same, well, that could be the case too, you know, but yeah, like those, you know, because basically we're all content creators, you know, we're creating content, you know, on a platform, but our content, you know, as far as spiritual content is very different, you know, than other content. So there could be people, you know, that could be angry, you know, because, yeah, they're not getting, you know, they're not getting viewed, you know, like the other ones, you know, the spiritual platforms, or, you know, yeah. This is also too, yeah, like, you know, what have you put out into the universe to get back? So going back to, yeah, the dirty deeds, you know. This is also could be, yeah, too, the Most High God, you know, being angry. So yeah, God's wrath and God's vengeance. Somebody's first, middle, or last name could start with a A. But somebody definitely is about to be knocked off their high horse, because the high horse card is in the reverse, and I put all these cards upright, but y'all know the spiel. But yeah, somebody, you know, is about to be knocked off their high horse. Somebody's about to be removed, you know, from their position, you know. Somebody, you know, yeah, their you know, page, you know, could be removed, you know, or, you know, yeah, they could just be losing out here. There could be, you know, like somebody, you know, that's so angry, you know, that, yeah, they feel like, you know, that people, you know, are on their high horse, and so, yeah, they want to knock them off their high horse. Yeah, confident people. People, you know, that, yeah, they are in the state of being sure, you know. ACH. Something about, yeah, a direct deposit. Somebody definitely, yeah, could receive something directly deposited into their account. But something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, like stop this, or somebody, you know, could have done something illegal to, you know, like try to stop something. And yeah, it's not going to work. And it's angered the Most High God out here. Not somebody's spiritual team. Somebody's spiritual team definitely, yeah, could be angry, but I feel like it's the Most High God that is angry. Because it goes back to the beginning of the message, you know. Well done, thy good and thy faithful servant. What is this that they don't see coming? Yeah, the eye of the tiger. Yeah, third eye. Yeah, somebody trying to, you know, block somebody's intuition, you know, trying to block somebody's third eye. Yep. But whoever this is, I feel like that they feel, or whoever these people are, they feel like that, you know, like somebody, you know, is using, you know, like, yeah, like there's their God-given gifts and talents for the wrong reason. But whoever this is, you know, yeah, like if they want to get vengeance, it's not their place to get vengeance. So because whoever this is, you know, is trying to get some type of vengeance, I feel like that, yeah, like everybody knows, you know, what the Bible says about vengeance. Vengeance is God's. So when people, you know, try to get vengeance on the, for themselves, yeah, God has a problem with that. So, yeah, somebody definitely is being told to stay calm out here. Something about, yeah, somebody putting on an act. Something about, yeah, an actor or an actress. Or there's people, you know, that, yeah, they think that people are putting on an act, you know. So going back to, yeah, people, you know, looking at spiritual platforms, you know, like, yeah, it's just entertainment. It's not real. Why is this Dirty Deeds here? We got the non-mother-freaking factor card. Somebody could be born in 1985. Somebody, there could be somebody specific, you know, that could be angry at somebody. I really feel like that they, yeah, are really angry with themselves, but they just have displaced anger out here. But this could be the person, you know, that, yeah, that you could be being rebuked, you know. I don't know. Something about, yeah, somebody, you know, using, you know, like, yeah, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus. Somebody doesn't like that. So I don't know, you know, if you're like somebody, you know, that has a spiritual platform, you know, and going back to, yeah, people thinking, you know, that, yeah, like it's dark, you know, they don't know, it's not God, you know, yeah, they could be angry, you know, because somebody, you know, could use that line, you know what I mean? Or, yeah, like, but I feel like when it comes to, yeah, rebuking something, you know, yeah, in the name of Jesus, yeah, it's power, you know, behind that. So something about, yeah, like somebody being very spiritually powerful out here. Somebody, you know, could, yeah, have some type of power, you know, when it comes to, you know, like physically. But, yeah, no physical power overpowers, you know, like the Spirit of God, you know. So, but, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could have, you know, or people, you know, yeah, like they're just not using their God-given gifts and talents in the way that they're supposed to be. So, yeah, they're being considered as non-mother-freaking factors. How about, you know, you don't have them? But we got the umbrella of protection out here. So somebody, yeah, is heavily protected out here. Somebody, you know, could be angry, you know, because of somebody's protection. So it further lets me know that, yeah, whatever somebody is doing, you know, like they're purposely, you know, trying to, you know, like stop somebody, harm somebody, destroy somebody. Something about somebody could be a rapper, or somebody, yeah, could be, you know, like in the entertainment industry, some way, shape, form, or fashion. Because I keep hearing rhyming words like fat, cat, hat. Or somebody, yeah, they're childish and immature, you know, because, like, you know, the cat in the hat, you know, that's like, yeah, like elementary school books. I don't know. This could be somebody, you know, that somebody went to elementary school with. Or something about, yeah, that could be significant. Michael Jackson. I just heard Michael Jackson. Somebody's name could be Michael. Or somebody's name could be Jackson, but that's what I just heard. Somebody could be from Ohio. Or something about, yeah, like making a change. Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me and the entire... Yeah. There are people dying. If you care enough for the living, make it a better place for you and for me. Yeah, that's what people are supposed to be doing. There could be somebody or some people that could be angry, you know, because, yeah, like somebody, you know, could be in this independent energy out here. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be free. Or somebody, you know, has freed themselves. Or something, yeah, something is about to take place out here. I don't know if people, you know, think that, yeah, like, something about, yeah, like people, like freeloading, or people, you know, like, yeah, like riding off of, like people's grace, favor, and mercy. Because we've been picking up that as well. Yeah, something about, like somebody freeing themselves from that. But like people think it's free. So like if you riding off of somebody's grace, favor, and mercy, if like you're using somebody else's energy, creative energy, energy, protection, whatever, you're riding on, or whatever, your people, are trying to attach to people for, it ain't free. It comes with a cost. Everything costs. We live in America. This is 2025, So everything costs. Wow. Somebody definitely, it's being considered as a leader out here. So well done, thy good and thy faithful servant. But there could be somebody or some people that could be angry, and it definitely could have something to do, with, like people, out here, helping to change the world, to make it a better place. These are people that, they're out here, committing dirty deeds. And they think that, like, it doesn't matter, they think that, they can commit dirty deeds, or, their heart could be full of envy and jealousy, and they're still going to be blessed. There are people, that could be angry, but let's take it down, to like, like a personal level, somebody's personal life. Somebody could be taking something personal. But at the end of the day, I feel like that it's misplaced energy, or it's displaced anger, but something about, like somebody's evolution. Somebody, could be, like mad, about, like somebody's evolution. But we got the squad out here. So there could be, like some type of reconciliation that could be about to take place. But I feel like this reconciliation, could have to do, with like, like, so, like, when we evolve, that means, we're changing, like our ways, from yesterday, the day before yesterday, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So this is like, like reconciliations, taking place, so that, like people can see, what God has done in somebody's life. That's what I feel like, like the reconciliation, the reconciliations that are about to take place, has something to do with, but something about, somebody's soul tribe. So somebody, could be coming across, like people that are part of their soul tribe. Wow. So why is this person angry? They could be angry because, like somebody, is, like, coming across, people from their soul tribe, or people, like just like them. This could be somebody, that, like try to make somebody feel like that they didn't fit in. And so, like somebody was like, say less, I know there are people, in this world that I fit in with, and so, like, so like somebody, they're finding people that they fit in with every day. They're soul tribe members. Whoever this is, they could feel excluded, or they could feel, left out, or that's what's about to happen. Somebody, could be angry, This has something to do with, like somebody's discernment. This person, they could feel like it's unusual, So somebody's discernment could be unusual, or like somebody's discernment, could be being enhanced out here. Whoever this is, they could be mad because somebody, could be deciphering, like some type of mystery that, isn't supposed to be deciphered. They could be mad because somebody sees the truth behind the wall. This is somebody that somebody, could have given good advice to. Wow. And then we got the police. So the police definitely, could be involved in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Somebody, could be a police officer. Yeah. There are some things that, are coming to the light. Or they're about to, or like going back to, people deciphering mysteries, like seeing the truth behind the wall. So that's how things come to the light. Somebody, you know, yeah, they could be in authority, or yeah, like people, you know, like trying to challenge, you know, like somebody's authority out here. They're angry because, yeah, like they're about to be, because I feel like, yeah, whatever they're trying to do, or whatever they've tried to do, that's another reason why somebody's angry. But whatever, you know, they continue to try to do, yeah, the worse that it gets for them, whoever these people are. But we got sorry. So somebody, you know, could, you know, like want to apologize, or something about, yeah, like, somebody's anger, you know, is going to get the best of them. Somebody, you know, could receive like a letter or a card. This could be, you know, like a letter of apology or a card of apology. But something about, yeah, the unspoken apology. So there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, they possibly feel like that they're never going to be able to apologize to somebody, or something about, yeah, like somebody having eternal regret. This is also, too, yeah, like somebody, you know, like trying to take something to the grave. But yeah, the truth comes to the light. So whatever somebody was trying to take to the grave, yeah, it comes to the light. So somebody, you know, was trying to take something to the grave, you know, and yeah, they're all up in somebody's energy, or, you know, yeah, they're trying to, you know, energy vampire, or, you know, like trying to drain somebody of their energy. Yeah, like I feel like, yeah, it backfires. So yeah, whatever, you know, yeah, they didn't want to come out. Yeah, it's like coming out, if that makes any sense. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be coming out of the closet, or this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, that didn't want to come out of the closet, and then, yeah, they're exposed, you know, for, yeah, being in the closet, being DL, you know, but you gotta hide for it. But yeah, something is a mystery out here. Something, yeah, something is unknown, or something, you know, the, yeah, like, going back to, yeah, like somebody taking something to the grave, yeah. Somebody, you know, could know, you know, or yeah, like it's out, you know, so what's done in the dark, yeah, comes to the light. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like, gathering, you know, like missing pieces of the puzzle, you know, and yeah, like putting them together. But this is like, yeah, like somebody's intuition, you know, alerting them to this, to that, to this, to that. But like, you know, it all pertains to, you know, like one thing, you know. So yeah, somebody picks up this piece, you know, from their intuition. They pick up this piece from their intuition, and yeah, they put it all together, and then yeah, they have, you know, like the big picture. But something definitely, yeah, could be confusing out here. Somebody, you know, could be confused. So this is like, you know, like somebody, you know, possibly, you know, yeah, deciding to clean up their life, you know, but yeah, like they don't realize that they still have karmic debt to pay. So somebody, you know, wanting to clean up their life, you know, and yeah, like they're, you know, in the, you know, position, going back to, yeah, feeling, you know, like stuck, you know. So yeah, like they're trying to figure out, you know, like why they're stuck, you know. Yeah, but the fact of the matter is, it's something, you know, that, yeah, like somebody still needs to deal with. So this could be karmic debt, you know what I mean? But going back to, yeah, learning moral lesson, learning spiritual lessons, you know. So yeah, that could be, you know, what could be taking place. Maybe somebody, you know, didn't think that mattered, you know. Well, if I clean up my life, you know, then, you know, good things will start happening. But yeah, like, have you went to the Most High God, you know, and you know, asked for forgiveness, you know, or have you, you know, repented for your sins, you know? Have you done, you know, yeah, what you needed to do, you know? Yeah, so this is like somebody cleaning up their life, you know. Stop drinking, stop smoking, stop doing this. But yeah, like they're still, you know, people pleasing, or they're still, you know, yeah, bringing dark to, you know, a dark world, you know. So yeah, like you got to pick a side, you know. There's no lukewarm, you know. It's hot or cold. Something about, yeah, how somebody passed away, because there's a headstone on this card, and then like it's a shadow of a person. There could be somebody that, yeah, like somebody doesn't even know, you know, that could come to them. This is like somebody that passed over, you know, that could come to them, you know, and yeah, like reveal, you know, some dirty stuff, you know, that has taken place. Or this could be, you know, like a physical person, but I really feel like, yeah, it's somebody that passed away. So somebody could be a medium out here. Somebody could be angry, you know, because, you know, yeah, somebody talks to, you know, people that had passed away. Somebody is crazy out here. Somebody's name could be Sam. got reading up. So somebody could be confused about something, that they're reading. This could be the Bible. But, when it comes to, the Bible, when it comes to, reading, anything that pertains to, like a higher power, you go to that higher power, to ask for clarity. So, I don't know. Maybe whoever this is, they can't go, to, a higher power, to, ask for clarity. Something about, a ram in the bush. The ram in the bush. The phrase "a ram in the bush" often refers to the biblical story of Abraham and Isaac, where God provides a ram caught in a thicket as a substitute sacrifice instead of Abraham's son Isaac. This event symbolizes divine provision and substitutionary atonement. Figuratively, it means that God will provide for you when you are in difficult or seemingly impossible situation, especially when you are called to obedience or have exhausted your own resources. So somebody could be angry about, God providing, a ram in the bush for somebody. Or this is like, God being angry, with people. Because, y'all didn't know, I provide. Y'all didn't know that I was the Alpha and the Omega. People out here playing God, people out here, people pleasing instead of, pleasing God. People out here, stealing, robbing, lying, cheating instead of, asking God, for help. So I don't know, somebody, they thought, that, what the Bible said was, it wasn't a factor, or it didn't, they were exempt, because that's what I'm feeling like too, or just people. But the more, that people possibly, look into whatever they're looking into, they're gaining more insight that, they're wrong. They were all wrong. There is about to be a successful end for somebody. Yep, because of the change that somebody has made. Somebody possibly could about to eternally regret the fact that they didn't change. Change their toxic ways. Change, evolve. There's something about a newborn. Somebody possibly could find out that like they're pregnant. So somebody, congratulations. Somebody doesn't know it. But this is like like a newborn. Like when you're birthing something new. You know what I mean? So somebody could be birthing something new out here. Somebody angry because every time they try to stop somebody from going towards a new beginning or going towards something like somebody continue like evolves even bigger or evolves even better. Somebody could have like a baby with somebody that they don't know. Somebody could be angry because they're like gaining insight about somebody. And it could be pissing them off more and more and more. Somebody, could have like done their research, or they've been watching somebody, watching somebody's life, Somebody, could have, they could have, this could be like an ex or something, Somebody could have gotten with a new person already, and somebody, they could be pregnant, they could be, moving toward, like getting married or, whatever have you. Somebody knows it, and somebody's angry. That's for somebody, not everybody. Whoever this is, something is confusing to this person because they're skimming over the surface. So this could go back to reading the Bible, but this is also too like somebody like judging a book by its cover. You ain't even opened the book to even read the first page to know what the book's about, but you judge a book by its cover. Judge ye not, lest ye shall be judged. Somebody done has loss of direction out here. They're losing balance and control. They're definitely, yeah, are childish people. They definitely, yeah, could be acting cold around somebody. Whoever this is, yeah, whoever these people are, they have their own individual issues. Or it's kind of like, yeah, people choose to, yeah, sit, you know, in their pain, or sit in their, you know, yeah, this is like a self-loathing energy, you know. So yeah, it might be time for, yeah, like somebody, you know, to free themselves. Or this is like, you know, somebody, you know, giving somebody some good advice, you know, to free themselves, and now they're stuck, or now, yeah, they're angry because, yeah, they missed multiple opportunities, or, you know, yeah, wherever they're angry. But yeah, everybody is fighting their own battle. Everybody has a yes or a no, you know what I mean? Everybody, you know, has, yeah, choices and decisions, you know? So I don't know, yeah, whoever this is, you know, they were trying to stop somebody from invoking, you know, like their free will, you know, trying to control somebody, trying to control somebody's evolution. But yeah, somebody definitely is about to take off. Yeah, there definitely is a ancestor. Somebody definitely is being, you know, supported, you know, yeah, by their ancestors. And something definitely is about to happen fast. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have transformed, you know, like quickly, you know? So yeah, like, but this is like, yeah, like somebody being obedient, you know? So the Most High God telling somebody like, look, you need to stop going, you know, to them bars, and you need to stop doing this, and yeah, somebody, you know, yeah, they hear the voice of God, and yeah, they stop doing so. Yeah. Somebody is choosing to evolve. Somebody's choosing to transform. Somebody is choosing to change, you know? And yeah. Well done, thy good and thy faithful servant. So yeah, the wait is over. So if somebody, you know, whatever somebody has been waiting for, or this is like, yeah, like somebody hasn't been waiting, you know what I mean? Yeah, somebody's been praying and manifesting. Yeah, it's time. Yep. But somebody, yeah, they've been being, you know, totally controlled, or subservient. Somebody, you know, yeah, they've been pushing other people's buttons. They're mindless. They're too controlling, you know. Or this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they felt, you know, that way, or people feel that way about somebody. But yeah, these are narrow-minded people. Yeah, we got the book. So something about, yeah, that good book. But this is like, yeah, like somebody, you know, like knowing stuff, you know, that, yeah, like it's not even in a book. We've talked about that energy before. It's been a while ago, you know, about, yeah, like somebody being very knowledgeable, somebody being full of wisdom, you know what I mean? And yeah, like a lot of stuff, you know, that somebody knows, yeah, like you can't even get it in a book. So yeah, that's how, you know, yeah, that people, you know, that are like that, yeah, are tapped in, you know, yeah, to the Most High God. Chosen ones, you know, light workers. Yep, but there goes, yeah, the triangle card. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Yeah. But there's 4 people on this card. So this is giving me, you know, like the craft energy. So something about, yeah, voodoo, witchcraft. Yeah, on top of this dirty deeds. I don't know if somebody, you know, yeah, they didn't factor in, you know, some stuff that they were doing, you know, as far as, you know, like voodoo, witchcraft, or somebody, you know, could be gaining insight when it comes to, yeah, voodoo, witchcraft. So the person, you know, that was doing voodoo or witchcraft, or, you know, had somebody to do it, you know, yeah, they didn't really know what they were doing. Now they could be finding it out. But yeah, somebody definitely is about to receive, you know, like support from other people. On this card it says, yeah, childbirth. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be giving birth to a child. But yeah, somebody, you know, could have some type of rise in status out here, but that's what we was just talking about. So somebody, you know, was angry, you know, because, yeah, like somebody, you know, was, yeah, putting good out into the universe. So yeah, that's what they get back. This is the person that possibly, yeah, didn't use, you know, yeah, their God-given talents and gifts for good. Somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like some type of rise, you know, when it comes to, yeah, like to their wealth. We got roll the dice. somebody, you know, could be about to take a leap of faith. Or this is like, yeah, like somebody angry, you know, because, yeah, like somebody took a leap of faith, you know. So the Most High God said jump, you know, and somebody was like, that's exactly what I'm going to do, you know. And, yeah, so, yeah, somebody mad because somebody, yeah, took a leap of faith. But, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. But be aware, you know, of, yeah, like taking a big risk. So, because it's something about, yeah, like somebody wants somebody to, like, take a big risk, but it could be, like, the wrong risk. So I feel like that somebody just needs to, you know, like, pay attention, you know, to what's going on around them. Pay attention to any offers, you know. Continue, you know, like to trust, you know, in your intuition. But somebody definitely, yeah, took some type of risk out here. And, yeah, they're not about to be rewarded. Yeah, divine timing is definitely, yeah, at play. But somebody, yeah, but somebody is the opposite. Somebody, you know, took a risk, and, yeah, they're about to be rewarded because, yeah, somebody was faithful. Somebody was obedient. Whoever this is, yeah, they can no longer, yeah, anchor onto somebody. The ship has sailed, or the ship is sailing. There's somebody or some people that, yeah, they are so angry because, yeah, somebody continues to stay strong. Somebody, you know, continues, you know, to have hope, have faith. But, yeah, salvation. So salvation basically, yeah, it's like when you repent and act and, you know, ask for forgiveness, you know, yeah, salvation. Salvation is given to, yeah, those, you know. But this is like, yeah, believers, you know. God, you know, looks at all people, you know, but, yeah, like, when it comes to, you know, like the believers, you know, yeah, like they're different, you know, like than the non-believers, if that makes any sense. But, yeah, somebody's determined out here. Somebody's grounded, you know. Somebody, yeah, has unwavering beliefs out here. Yep. Somebody, there definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, could be holding on to some type of hope out here. But I feel like whoever this is, I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, let me get off of that. Somebody's name could be Hope. But somebody definitely, yeah, is hoping and wishing, you know, that, yeah, like somebody would do something dirty. Somebody's hoping and wishing, you know, that possibly, yeah, they could trap somebody into doing something, you know, to, yeah, change, you know, their life, you know what I mean, in a bad way. So be aware. But, yeah, there could be some type of wish that could be about to come true out here. Make a wish. Somebody could be a part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation or something about Make-A-Wish Foundation. Somebody could be a part of a charity or something about, yeah, a charity. Somebody, you know, could be about to receive something, you know, from a charity. I don't know. Somebody, you know, could be being looked at as a charity case. So this is like somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they're always lost. You know, they always need help. The fact of the matter is, yeah, even if you only know God surface-wise, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know that everybody knows that, yeah, God is, you know, the one that, you know, yeah, you can go talk to. So I feel like that whoever this is, yeah, like they don't believe in God, or they don't have a belief in general. They could say that they do, you know, but, yeah, they don't believe in higher power, or they believe, you know, in, yeah, multiple higher powers. It's something weird, something weird. Or something about, yeah, like somebody wishing for somebody to come to their aid, or going back to, yeah, like somebody about to receive some type of relief. You know what I mean? So, yeah, like somebody has been praying, somebody's been manifesting. And so, yeah, the wait is over. Somebody definitely, yeah, will come to somebody's aid. Or, yeah, there's some relief, you know, that, yeah, it's about to take place. Something about, yeah, a problem being resolved. But this is like, yeah, like the Most High God showing up. You know what I mean? And, yeah, like showing somebody so much favor, you know, that, yeah, like it angers people. But, yeah, like you can't. People are crazy. Yeah. Somebody, you know, could be ascending out here. Somebody's been praying, manifesting a level up. That's what's about to take place. Somebody, you know, could have been praying, manifesting for, you know, like some type of promotion. That's what's about to take place. Yeah, somebody's about to progress out here in a very big way. there could be some people, that, they could be about to ascend, you know what I mean? Yeah, the upper room. Yeah. Somebody definitely, needs to face, like their inner demons out here. Be careful, of, like people, like that you don't know. So it goes back to, like trusting your intuition, like paying attention to what's going on around you. But yeah, somebody definitely, when it comes, like to their intuition, like somebody's intuition could be being heightened at this time. But yeah, when it comes to, like somebody's subconscious fears, I feel like that somebody possibly, needs to face, like some type of subconscious fears out here. We got the sixth sense. So something about, like somebody, speak to the dead people. Somebody, that can see dead people. But it goes back to, like somebody, like all the signs are telling somebody, like, they have, like God-given gifts, you know what I mean, that they need to be using, and like they're ignoring it. I feel like somebody, could be angry, because, they could be realizing, that, like, there definitely could have been, earth angels, that could have been trying to help this person as well. Because something about, like, somebody, wanting, like, wishing for some type of aid or some type of help, and, like, all the help was in their face. All the aid was in their face, strangers, like, coming up to them, telling them, God loves you, or, whatever, the signs, that were being given to somebody, they chose, like not to, take heed to the signs. And they're angry because, other people are progressing, or, somebody specific is progressing. They're angry, because, every time they, look into somebody, like somebody is still evolving. Somebody definitely, could be wishing, for, like, that an entity would attach to whoever this is. But there is an entity that's attached to, like, a whole lot of people. We got the ancestors. Somebody does, somebody's ancestors, could be, like granting, like somebody a level up, or granting somebody, like, like this promotion. Wow. Somebody definitely, they've inherited, like, whatever their God-given gifts or spiritual gifts are. That's the same thing. God-given gifts and talents are. They inherited, them from their ancestors. Wow. Somebody's ancestors, they could have, like released them. They could have abandoned them. We got a priest. So, I don't know, somebody, is expecting like a priest, like to work some type of there's a priest involved, but it goes back to even, pastor, preachers, people pleasing, like not using, their God-given gifts, and talents, in the way that, the Most High God has given them to use. For somebody, like somebody, they're supposed to, like be, like leading, like, like communities, but, like when it comes to like being a priest or a pastor or something like that, and they're possibly, not doing it. I don't know if somebody's angry at the pastor. This is like, like somebody, going to church, and then, like, they listen to the pastor or whatever. And then, like they they get angry because then, you know, they gain, you know, they do their own research, you know, and they find out that, yeah, like, well, they didn't tell me everything, or, you know, they should have said this or they should have said that. But yeah, like, you have your own eyes, you know, you have your own Bible, you have your own ways, you know, to, yeah, get the information that you need in order to, yeah, live your life according to, you know, God's will, God's way. Something about, yeah, church. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be moving on up, you know what I mean? So somebody, you know, could receive a new house, you know what I mean? Somebody, you know, could be trying to go to a priest. Going back to, yeah, like the voodoo, the spell work. They could be trying to go to a priest. But, yeah, like, ain't no priest about to, yeah, stop whatever, you know, is taking place. We got an Ice Queen. So, yeah, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or there's one involved. Somebody could be 84 years old or 48 years old. Somebody could be born in 1984. Somebody could be 71 years old. Somebody could be 41 years old. Somebody, yeah, somebody has chosen, you know, like, to embark on their path, you know. But, yeah, there's light at the end of the path. So something definitely is about to be revealed to somebody. Or something is about to be shown to somebody. Or some people. We got opposition. Wow. Somebody's ancestors definitely, yeah, could be beating somebody's ass. But somebody's, but yeah, because the opposition is like, yeah, an op. So something about, yeah, an enemy. So be aware of, yeah, the enemy. Be aware of, yeah, the devil. So I'm picking up, yeah, Capricorn energy. So there could be a Capricorn involved. Somebody could have a broken arm. Or something about, yeah, like somebody's arm. Something about, yeah, like somebody not being able to, yeah, like the anchor has been removed, you know, yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, they have to stand on their own 10 toes. Somebody definitely, yeah, could try to, you know, like, harm themselves, you know, to, yeah, like, get some type of sympathy out here. But there is not. There definitely, yeah, could be people, you know, that, yeah, like, somebody doesn't even know that are ops out here. So, yeah, that's why somebody's ancestors showed up. But there are ops that don't like somebody's transformation. There are ops that don't like somebody's evolution. I don't know if somebody's angry, you know, like at their ancestors or somebody else's ancestors. But we got a mature woman. Somebody could be born in 1986. So there's a mature woman involved. Somebody's mother could be involved. Somebody, you know, could want to have, you know, like some type of conversation with somebody. Somebody could be 68 years old or born in 1968. The month of June could be significant, so somebody could be a Gemini or a Cancer. The month of August could be significant, so somebody could be a Leo or a Virgo. Something, you know, could take place by August. Yep, we got abundance. So somebody's about to level up financially, you know. Whatever this promotion is, you know, that somebody could be about to receive, it definitely, yeah, could bring, you know, about, you know, more abundance. But this is, yeah, going back to, yeah, well done, thy good and thy faithful servant. Yeah, I feel like, like, because, we as people, we're humans, so we make mistakes, we don't always make, the right decisions. But I feel like, like somebody, they made their mistakes in life, they took they lick, and they kept on ticking, you know what I mean? They kept on, trying not to make that same mistake, and try continue to evolve, continue to change, continue to transform, continue to be obedient, continue to be faithful. In your work, when it comes to the work that the Most High God has given you, starseed. There definitely could be many people that could be angry out here, or they done some dirt, towards somebody, they envy and jealousy in their heart towards somebody, trying to stop somebody, whatever they were trying to do. And I feel like somebody, the Most High God is angry, somebody's ancestors is angry at whoever these people are. So they could have been trying to stop somebody from being a good and faithful servant. They were trying to stop somebody from being obedient, to God's will, God's way. Yep. But somebody is mentally and emotionally unstable out here. I don't know, somebody, try to, pay somebody or some people, to, like, lie and say that somebody was mentally and emotionally unstable. But it goes back to, yesterday's message. They said that somebody was lying. They said that somebody was crazy. Somebody ain't lying. Somebody ain't crazy. So whoever this is, they could be angry because, somebody ain't lying. Somebody ain't crazy. But be aware, because somebody could want to like get somebody like in this mentally and emotionally unstable energy. So just be aware. Somebody could be angry because somebody's like, well, why are they so protected? Why are the ancestors all around them? Why did they? But it's because it's not somebody people pleasing the people. When it comes to being obedient and faithful to the people. No, somebody is being obedient and faithful to the Most High God. So that's a part of why, whatever's about to take place is about to take place. But we got imprisonment. So somebody, could be locked up for something dirty. Or, somebody's about to get locked up for doing something dirty. Somebody could have tried to get somebody locked up, saying that they were crazy, mentally and emotionally unstable, or whatever have you. We got karma. So there definitely is somebody or some people that are about to receive some karma. Somebody, could be angry, because maybe they think, that, like somebody, could have been wishing, like karma on them, But I feel like nobody can wish karma on you, It's, are you going to learn the lesson or not? Are you going to put good into the universe or not? What you put out is what you get back in. Somebody, could be angry because, like somebody, could have told some type of truth. Yep, we got divination. So somebody definitely, could be into divination out here. There could be somebody, they want somebody to have karma. So this is like, like somebody, oh, that's dark. That's not of God. They should have karma. They should have the worst karma in the world because they're saying God all the time when they're doing those tarot cards, when they're doing those messages. Why is God allowing them to say God and Jesus and I rebuke you in the name of Jesus? Why is that happening? If you don't know, you better ask God, baby. Yeah, we got a thief. So somebody's a thief out here. Somebody definitely could have been trying to steal some abundance. This could be spiritual abundance. This could be, spiritual inheritance, something, that, somebody's ancestors, gave to them. Somebody's definitely, receiving karma. And it has something to do with, being a thief. But it goes back to, people, So I'm cleaning up my life, but, they forgot that they, stole, they lied, they cheated, they did all this stuff, And so, you got to pay, karmic debt has to be paid. Somebody trying to, like steal somebody's gift, steal somebody's spiritual gifts. somebody definitely is ascending. Somebody, you know, could be going through, you know, like another ascension out here. For somebody, yeah, there could be somebody that doesn't know, you know, that, yeah, like they could be spiritually awakening, or, you know, like going through an ascension, or, you know, like going through the dark night of the soul, you know. Yeah, they just know that they're angry. They just know that nothing is going right, you know, in their life, you know. But yeah, in order, you know, to get to whatever you're trying to get to, yeah, you got to go through something. Wow. We got the full moon. So somebody, you know, could have done something on the full moon out here. Somebody, you know, could have, whatever they did on the full moon, you know, they could have, yeah, like, manifested whatever it is, you know. But, like, I'm talking about, like, somebody doing something dark. Somebody definitely, yeah, could have, you know, used, you know, like the energy from the full moon to manifest, you know, whatever is about to take place. But somebody definitely, yeah, manifested their karma by doing something on the full moon. But something, yeah, that somebody was trying to hide, yeah, somebody, you know, could have figured it out. So, yeah, there's somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, could be shocked that you did it. Shocked that you figured it out. Shocked that you changed, that you evolved, you know, that you lifted off, you know. Shocked that, you know, yeah, you know what, you know, like a book can't tell somebody. Yeah, we got a soulless being. So there could be a soulless being that definitely, yeah, could be about to ascend, but yeah, not, you know, in a level up way or a promotional way, yeah, to the upper room. So there's a soulless being that's angry, or yeah, soulless beings that are angry. Yep. So continue, you know, to, yeah, focus on your dreams and ambitions out here. Continue, you know, yeah, like to move in silence, you know, continue, you know, to you know, evolve. Or there's some people that are about to be shocked because, yeah, somebody done made, you know, made a dream come true out here. But yeah, there's somebody, you know, that, yeah, that somebody doesn't talk to anymore. And yeah, whoever this is, they're mad. Yeah, all up in somebody's energy. Watching somebody like a hawk. Mad because, yeah, somebody knows all their business. But yeah, they want to be all up in somebody's energy. And yeah, watch somebody like a hawk. But whoever this is, they're watching somebody like a hawk because they're hoping and wishing, you know, that, yeah, like, you know, like that somebody will mess up. They're hoping and wishing, you know, that somebody, you know, will do something, you know, yeah, like kind of like, yeah, somebody wants to, you know, watching like a hawk wants to get like a one up on somebody. This is somebody, you know, that, yeah, somebody could have abandoned. Or this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like, this could be somebody, you know, that has abandonment issues. So somebody, you know, could have triggered whoever this is abandonment issues. But yeah, somebody, yeah, is being freed of this soulless being, or being freed, you know, of, yeah, whoever this is or whoever these people are. There's a fated event that definitely, yeah, is about to take place. You could be seeing the angel number 808. Every time, you know, this angel number 808 comes out, it always gives me, you know, like karma. Wow. There's something about, yeah, the 8-8 portal. So, yeah, August. So, something about, yeah, that portal is very significant. There could be a fated event, you know, and we are in August, so, yeah, 8-8, that's less than, that's like in a week. So, yeah, something about, yeah, the 8-8 portal is very significant. But whoever this is that could be watching somebody like a hawk, yeah, they could be, you know, like shook. They could be scared out here. I don't know, somebody, you know, is like physically watching somebody like a hawk, you know, and yeah, like they think that they're watching, you know, like somebody's house, but yeah, like they're watching the wrong house. Or there's somebody, you know, that, yeah, like they had people watching, you know, like somebody like a hawk, but yeah, wrong house. We got a Virgo. So you could be a Virgo and have Virgo in your chart, or there's a Virgo involved. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, that could be looking for somebody. For somebody, the police, could be looking for somebody, but it could be, like a soulless being, that could be looking for somebody. It could be the person, that somebody doesn't talk to anymore and they're mad. It could be whoever this Virgo is. It could be a Cancer. Or whoever this is, they're like a Cancer. They just won't go away. Somebody, could have cancer. Somebody, could find out that, like somebody's friend is secretly in love with them as well. So that could be somebody, that could be, looking for somebody. But just be aware of, this soulless being. Somebody, could possibly, could want to, get an understanding with somebody. But whoever this is, I feel like they're a soulless being, or this is somebody, that, they're involved in dirt, This is somebody that, could be being rebuked, But something about, like somebody having an entity attached to them. So this could be the person, that wants to, get an understanding with somebody just to attach the entity. But this is somebody that, they abandoned their personal values out here. So morals and values. So learning a lesson, a moral lesson, spiritual lesson. We got incoming calls. So somebody, could receive an incoming call, possibly, within the next 3 days. Somebody definitely, could have committed check fraud. So going back to, when I picked up on, ACH, direct deposit. So, but be aware, because, like somebody, could be trying to, get somebody entangled, and, like their BS. But, whoever this is, they're afraid now. We got a Capricorn, so, you could be a Capricorn, or there's a Capricorn involved. Somebody could be born in 1987. Somebody didn't take heed to the warning signs out here. But there could be somebody or some people that are shocked that somebody took heed to the warning signs, took heed, to the voice of God, took heed, to their spiritual team, their ancestors. We got an energy vampire. So there's an energy vampire out here. Somebody didn't take heed to the warning signs when it comes to energy vampires around them, sucking them dry. There could be an energy vampire that is shocked, that like somebody cut him off. That's the one that's watching somebody like a hawk. Somebody definitely is an old soul out here. Somebody is wise beyond their years. But not only our ancestors around somebody, but there are guardian angels that definitely are around somebody. Whoever these people are, they possibly could have thought that they knew you, but they don't know you. So they could have been trying to tell people about somebody, and they only they read a book by its cover. They didn't read the book. And they all up in somebody's energy. They don't know that somebody's an energy reader out here. Somebody definitely could have abandoned their personal values, when it comes to trying to be all up in somebody's energy. So somebody exposes whoever this is, that chooses to be up in somebody's energy. But whoever this is, they barked up the wrong tree. So that could be why they're scared now. And then we got a search warrant. So there could be some type of search warrant, We picked up on search warrant energy. So there could be a search warrant, that but going back to the police. I don't know, somebody, they try to, tell lies, to get somebody's home search or whatever have you. But something about these people barking up the wrong tree. This is like somebody living across the street from two police officers, and like the police officers, they know what goes on in their whole neighborhood because they're police officers. And so the police officer walks outside and they see another police officer sitting outside watching somebody like a hawk, and they're like, what you watching Divine Feminine Divine Masculine for? And they're like, because we got a word that they got all type of illegal stuff going on, they're crazy, woo, woo, yada yada. And the police is like, I've been living across the street from them for 17 years and not one time has there ever been any criminal activity, any weird anything, And so something about that is significant. But whatever somebody or some people have done, yeah, they could be getting instant karma for doing this. Or somebody, it could be, yeah, like somebody trying to ignore somebody's no. So somebody, you know, because, yeah, they choose not to talk to somebody. And so, yeah, like, this person still wants to get an understanding with somebody. This person still wants to watch somebody like a hawk. This person still wants to be all up in somebody's energy. All right. This person, you know, yeah, they could try to do some type of spell work or whatever, you know, to, yeah, like, demand somebody's attention. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a P. Yep, something is out of control. Or somebody, you know, is out of control. But somebody definitely, whatever, yeah, it could be some spell work that's out of control. Yeah, because they barked up the wrong tree. So, yeah, they try to do, you know, some type of spell work or voodoo, witchcraft, whatever they do on the wrong person. But somebody also feels like, the karma that they're receiving, yeah, it's out of control. Yeah, whoever this is, yeah, whatever they were doing, yeah, they realized that they couldn't do it. So, yeah, they're recruiting others. But, okay. Yeah, we got x-ray eyes. So, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, sees very clearly, you know. People trying to, you know, block somebody's intuition and third eye, yeah. It could have caused, yeah, like somebody's intuition to heighten, somebody's third eye, you know, to, yeah, open, you know, wider than it already was. So, yeah. There could be people that could be angry because, yeah, like, they know now, yeah, that somebody, you know, like, sees right through them. They thought that they knew somebody. They don't know somebody. Somebody's ex's name could be Ray. But be aware, because there could be somebody, you know, that could, yeah, want to ask somebody for a favor out here. But somebody definitely, yeah, needs to be aware as well, because, yeah, they're about to show their true colors. So there could be some people, you know, that, yeah, that somebody recruited, you know, that, yeah, they're about to show their true colors, or something about, yeah, like people, you know, they recruiting people to, yeah, play with somebody's energy, you know, or whatever have you. And, yeah, like, some shit's about to pop off. There's also somebody that could be about to, yeah, show their true colors because, yeah, they don't like rejection, you know, they don't take no lightly. But, yeah, we got take heed to the warning signs. So somebody definitely is being told, you know, like, to take heed to some type of warning signs. This could have something to do with, you know, yeah, like what's going on around them. Something about somebody's eyes. I don't know. Somebody could go blind out here. Somebody, you know, could have to get an x-ray on their eyes. So, yeah, whoever, you know, wants to keep watching somebody like a hawk, you know, after, yeah, the Most High God that said, get on, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, how about you don't have those eyes anymore? Or this is like, yeah, like somebody trying to get an eye for an eye. Okay. We got court arraignment. So somebody, you know, could have a court arraignment out here. We have insurance policy. So somebody committed check fraud, and it definitely could have something to do, you know, with an insurance policy. Or somebody's about to show their true colors, and it has something to do, you know, with like an insurance policy. But yeah, whoever these people are, they dug their grave and now they have to lay in it. There is somebody, you know, that, yeah, they possibly, you know, could want to open up to somebody. But whoever this is, yeah, somebody has heard it all before. All of your lies, all of your sweet talk, baby this, baby that. But your lies ain't working now. Look who's hurting now. I had to shut you down. I had to shut you down. So something about, yeah, like somebody playing the fool. You know, yeah, fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me 2 times, yeah, shame on me. I feel like, yeah, like somebody ain't about to be the fool. Or somebody don't need to. Or, yeah, somebody's angry because, yeah, they can't fool somebody. So it goes back to, yeah, somebody having x-ray eyes. Somebody's intuition, you know, being, yeah, high, you know. Somebody's third eye being wide open. But yeah, we got people pleasing. So yeah, people pleasing ass people. This could be somebody that somebody, has known for 10 years, or something, could have taken place 10 years ago. So something that could have taken place 10 years ago, could be being exposed now. Something, that somebody done 10 years ago, they could be paying for it now. Something about, like somebody people pleasing 10 years ago, and they're paying for it now. There definitely is somebody that's neglecting their responsibilities to watch you. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a Y. I don't know. Somebody, could be asking why. Why do I have to pay for this after 10 years? Or why is this, coming out now after 10 years? Yep. Somebody's been caught in the act after 10 years. Or something happened 10 years ago, and they're caught now. Something about, like somebody choosing to people please, and they done got caught in the act. So this is like somebody in a whole relationship, talking to other people, dealing with other people. Yep, somebody, could have gotten caught in the act trying to cross somebody's personal boundaries without consequences out here. Or, they thought, that they weren't going to get some type of consequences for trying to cross somebody's personal boundaries. So, there's some hidden family issues that are coming to the surface. So, this is like, crossing personal boundaries means no means no. Stay out of people's energy, Stop watching somebody like a hawk. Go live your life, that God has given you, Stop trying to get vengeance, Stop trying to, do the eye for an eye, Yeah. So there are some hidden family issues that definitely could be coming to the surface. This could be your family. This could be whoever this is, his family. But be aware, because there's some curious. There's a curious critter that definitely is looking for crumbs. So it goes back to somebody needing a favor. This could also be too, like somebody's family, members trying to cross somebody's personal boundaries without consequences. So like controlling family members, like trying to control somebody's life. When like the Most High God is telling somebody, this is what you need to do. So, somebody definitely is on their self-love tour. Somebody, trying to cross somebody's personal boundaries, while somebody, is, focused on themselves. How dare you? But somebody definitely is about to cry tears of joy out here. Somebody definitely is about to receive some receipts, or something about, like somebody has some receipts out here. Or this is like, like somebody knowing, what they know. Somebody got receipts. And somebody, people pleasing, or whatever the dirty deeds are. There is somebody or some people that have receipts that, somebody has achieved, what might have seemed, like impossible. So somebody's angry because, somebody achieved what might have seemed impossible out here. Yep. Whoever this is, they could have been playing love games. So it goes back to, people pleasing. But whoever this is, they could be getting instant karma, for trying to play some type of love games, or somebody played love games 10 years ago, and they're having to pay for it now. I don't know. Some hidden family issues are coming to the surface, and it has something to do, with, like family members, in relationships. But something about, like, so there's somebody or some people that could have tried to cross somebody's personal boundaries without consequences. And so, they could have possibly thought that, well, if I cross their personal boundaries, then they're just going to get mad, or, they're just going to walk away, or they're just going to, whatever. And like they thought that they knew you, you know what I mean? But like you're they don't know about you. They don't know who you are. So like they want to cross your personal boundaries. That could cause hidden family issues to come, to the surface. Somebody, could want to cross personal boundaries by playing love games, and then their whole family is exposed, So they thought that they don't know you, you know what I mean? I feel like like you have, big favor over your life. And whoever this person is, they have, a very distorted view of life, or whoever these people are. Somebody's a quiet achiever out here, so somebody's angry, because somebody doesn't put, their life on blast, to get validation. Somebody validates themselves, and they look to the Most High God for validation. This is somebody, that, like they think that they know your strengths and your weaknesses. So be aware, because whoever this is, going back to, like the reconciliation. So whoever this is, they could try to reconcile with somebody. And they think that they know somebody's strengths and weaknesses, but they don't know you. They don't know you. And whoever this is, they're a curious critter looking for crumbs. Somebody's about to be exposed out here in a very big way. That could be, yeah, like that fated event that could take place. Yep, but the streets are talking. The streets are definitely, yeah, talking about this person. The streets definitely, yeah, could be talking about whoever, you know, is resonating with this message. You could be a Libra, have Libra in your chart, or there's a Libra involved. Yeah. Whoever this is, yeah, they know that karma is upon them. Excuse me, y'all. And yeah, I meant to say this at the beginning of the message. Somebody definitely is trying to mess with somebody's throat chakra. Because the only time that I cough, like I won't cough all day, but the only time that I cough is, yeah, like when I turn this camera on to record messages. So, and I've been doing that, yeah, for the last couple of weeks. So somebody definitely is trying to mess with somebody's throat chakra out here. But somebody, yeah, knows that karma is upon them. Yep, and a boomerang returns back to the person that throws it. Whoever this is, they could be struggling to say no. So whoever this is, they could have some type of addictions out here. This is somebody, you know, that, yeah, they can't stop people pleasing, or, yeah, they can't stop, you know, doing stuff, you know, that, yeah, like doesn't serve their highest good. They don't want to release, you know, the past. You know, they keep holding on to past regrets, or, you know, it's kind of like, yeah, like somebody, you know, like, yeah, like, But whoever this is, yeah, they could be trying to break somebody. They could be trying to fold somebody, you know. But yeah, how you gonna fold something that don't bend? Yeah, somebody's relentless out here. But yeah, relentless in a good way, you know, like somebody continues, yeah, to be faithful, you know, to, yeah, their journey, you know, and be faithful to themselves, you know, yeah, on that self-love tour, be faithful, you know, and obedient, you know, to, yeah, what the Most High God, you know, was telling them to do. We got greedy karmic family, so yeah, somebody's greedy karmic family, you know, definitely, yeah. That could be, you know, the hidden family issues that are coming to the surface about somebody's greedy karmic family. The streets could be talking, you know, about somebody's greedy karmic family. We got New Year's Eve. So something, you know, could take place by New Year's Eve. Wow. Something, you know, that, yeah, could have taken place, you know, like on a New Year's Eve in the past. Yeah, somebody's paying for it now. Yep, but we got suffering in silence. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be suffering in silence. Somebody, you know, could have left somebody to suffer in silence. Somebody, you know, could have, you know, yeah, abandoned somebody, you know, to suffer in silence. And so, yeah, somebody suffered in silence, but yeah, they were raised up, you know, by the Most High God. Yep. But how you gonna fold something that don't bend? Somebody, you know, that has, yeah, unwavering self-beliefs out here. Whoever this is, yeah, they're a self-centered prick. So there's a self-centered prick that, yeah, is about to, yeah, receive, you know, what they receive, you know, and yeah, who cares if they, you know, complain or not. But yeah, somebody is being told to accept what's coming with grace and gratitude, but be aware, because yeah, there is somebody, you know, that could be trying to, you know, like change somebody's mind. Whoever this is, they possibly, yeah, could try to pop up on somebody. So be aware. Yeah, all the while, somebody, you know, is working on themselves, by themselves, for themselves. Whoever this is, you know, they could possibly, yeah, could try to, you know, like pop up on somebody, or yeah, like they think that somebody, they know somebody's strengths and weaknesses, or they're trying to, you know, fold something that don't bend. Yeah, they pretended not to see what was happening to somebody. So this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, they're going to play victim, or they're going to act like that they don't know, you know, what happened. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an H. But yep, an enemy is always better than a fake friend. So somebody, yeah, a fake friend. But yeah, there goes that enemy. Something about, yeah, a laptop. Something about, yeah, somebody's pH balance. Yeah, be aware, because somebody definitely, yeah, could be trying to booby trap somebody. Or yeah, somebody's going to act like that they didn't pretend, that is going to pretend that they didn't see what was happening, as far as somebody trying to booby trap somebody, trying to set somebody up. But be aware, because yeah, somebody possibly could want somebody to go against their personal beliefs, or this is already taking place for somebody, and like whoever this is, they're learning a lesson about morals. Because whoever this is, they're holding on to past regrets out here. But this is also too somebody that wants to be heartbroken. So somebody definitely needs to be aware. Or this is like somebody a part of somebody's karmic debt that they have to like pay. But we got a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, so you could be a Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or there's one involved. That thought that they could cross personal boundaries without consequences. So whoever this Leo, Aries, Sagittarius is, they could be a family member or whoever, or their ex, or whoever. This could be the person that mad that somebody doesn't talk to them anymore. There could be some hidden family issues that are coming to the surface when it comes to whoever this is. So somebody is being told to continue to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. But there is somebody that is watching somebody in amazement out here, or there are people that are watching somebody in amazement. But whoever these people are, like they think that like they know somebody's strengths and weaknesses out here, or they're this somebody that thinks that they know somebody's strengths and weaknesses. But I feel like it's multiple people. So whoever these people are, they could be the ones that like to cross personal boundaries, thinking that they're not going to get consequences, and they're about to get consequences. You could be seeing the angel number 369. So with faith, courage, and hope, you can take steps toward finding or rekindling true love. Don't give up. The universe has great plans in store. So that could be a part of, what's about to take place for somebody. The great thing, the big thing that's about to take place for somebody. While somebody or some people, are about to, have to do the walk of shame. Somebody, could want to come back around. But what goes around comes around. Karma. So whoever this is that possibly is about to have to do the walk of shame, they possibly could be trying to get somebody to like take their guard down. They could possibly want to like tell somebody that they love somebody. But whoever this is, they don't have somebody's best interest at heart. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an F. This person, they could be on dating sites. Something about plenty of fish. Plenty of fish in the sea. So go get another one. Whoever this is. But whoever this person is, they possibly they want somebody to take their guard down, because going back to whoever this is, they've been watching somebody like a hawk, so they know that like somebody is like doing good in their life. So they know that like somebody could possibly know the right people. They could know that somebody knows people that has resources. So they just want to use somebody, or they're trying to get somebody entangled in their BS, or that's what they tried to do. So focus on yourself at this time. Continue to be the best version of you that you could possibly be. Continue to allow whoever this is to watch in amazement. But somebody they could have lied and said that like somebody's physical well-being was at risk. Just to or be aware, because like somebody going back to the police. So somebody could So we did pick up that energy as far as like somebody trying to send like do a health and welfare check or whatever have you. Something about a welfare check, but doing a wellness and health. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Sending the police to see if somebody's okay. So that could be what happens. Like so yes, the police could pop up in somebody's home. That's for somebody, not everybody. But we got dream infiltration. So somebody could be trying to infiltrate somebody's dreams. That could be what somebody is a part of. Somebody thinking that somebody that's somebody's weakness. Yep. So we got need bail money. So it goes back to somebody needing a favor. So somebody possibly could need some bail money, whoever this is. But we did see the imprisonment card. But whoever this is, they pretended not to see what was happening. So this is somebody that's going to continue, to pretend not to see, what was happening. But we got family secrets. So something is too much to handle out here. And whoever this is, they can't handle the truth. So seek and ye shall find. So I feel like that somebody didn't have to seek too far, you know, to find out some information. Because, yeah, whoever this is, they won't stay up out of somebody's energy. Somebody, you know, could have been, you know, like infiltrating somebody's dreams for the last, 2-3 months. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Watching in secret. Somebody could have hired a private investigator. So there could be, yeah, that's how, yeah, all these watching in secret, watching in silence, you know, watching like a hawk. Yeah. We got secret phone calls. So somebody, you know, could have, yeah, like try to make some type of secret phone call, you know, to, yeah, get this done. But yeah, somebody, you know, could try to reach out, you know, try to make some type of secret phone call. I feel like somebody just needs to be aware. Because whoever this is, they're messy and desperate. They take and they never give. Somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like a community activist or something about, yeah, like somebody, you know, wanting somebody to reach out to a community activist. But we got CPS. So somebody, you know, yeah, they could have tried to make some type of secret phone call, you know, to Child Protective Services. Wow. Something about, yeah, a psycho mother. Somebody's mother could be psycho. But yeah, somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they defeated a narcissist out here. So yeah, somebody's days are numbered. Somebody definitely is about to get arrested out here. And somebody definitely is angry because, yeah, somebody doesn't have to put their whole life on blast to get validation out here. So yeah, continue to have strong work ethic and appreciation for the little things. We got a doppelganger, so somebody got a doppelganger out here. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah. There could be a child, yeah, or somebody's physical well-being is at risk, but we have CPS, so something about, yeah, somebody, it definitely, yeah, could be a child. But it goes back to, yeah, like, somebody, you know, watching somebody like a hawk, you know, basically, yeah, you know, like, yeah, like not paying attention to their life, you know. Somebody's so obsessed with you, you know what I mean, that, yeah, they're not taking care of themselves, you know, of, yeah, like their kids or, you know, whatever, you know, yeah, their responsibilities. So, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, stressed to the max. And so there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, they could want to confess. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, could have been bragging, you know, about their fake life. Or this is somebody, you know, they could want to confess that they try to get somebody arrested. But yeah. So somebody needs to know that, yeah, it's time to draw the line. Or something about, yeah, like, so this, whoever this is, yeah, this could be somebody that somebody always helps. Yeah, it's time to draw the line. But it's also, too, yeah, like somebody, the Most High God telling somebody's spiritual team, like, yeah, it's time to draw the line. When they cross that line, it's over. So, going back to, yeah, crossing personal boundaries. So, they're already receiving karma for crossing personal boundaries. So, it's time for somebody to draw the line. Or that could be, you know, what this person could be realizing. You know, it's time to draw the line when it comes to their life. But, yeah, news travels fast. So there is somebody, you know, that wants to confess, but yeah, they want somebody to believe them. And yeah, you need to know that, yeah, your energy is very strong. Whoever this person is, you know, they should have known that time is precious and they should have used it wisely. But whoever this is, yeah, they were fake from the beginning. So yeah, whoever this is, their mask is falling off, and something important definitely, yeah, will be shown to you. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an A. You can have ringing ears. So, if your left ear is ringing, it's a warning sign. If your right ear is ringing, it could be, yeah, good news. But yeah, there is somebody or some people that definitely, yeah, should have used caution. Because whoever these people are, yeah, they done did a money spell. They done did a love spell. They done did a health spell. Yeah, it backfired. So whoever this is, yeah, they pretended, you know, not to see what was happening, or they're going to pretend that they didn't know what was happening. This is somebody that thinks that their way is the right way, or this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, like, they were doing all this thinking, yeah, that, like, they were going to get their way. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, could have gaslit somebody to create self-doubt out here. This is somebody that definitely, yeah, feels threatened by other people's good news. So somebody, you know, is being told, yeah, to trust your gut. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a T. Somebody's definitely, yeah, shaking in their boots out here. Or people are shaking in their boots. Yep. But yep, somebody needs to know that their confidence is intimidating, and that's one of the reasons why, yeah, people definitely, yeah, are sending somebody the evil eye. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to receive, yeah, a pain and suffering settlement out here. Or somebody, yeah, like somebody, you know, wow. So whatever somebody or some people were doing, yeah, it was all about the money. Yeah, selfish and greedy. And yeah, somebody would definitely, yeah, was singled out. So it goes back to the message yesterday about somebody being singled out. So yeah, somebody, you know, could be receiving some type of pain and suffering settlement for being singled out here. Ooh, this message is long. Anything else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, be aware, you know, of, yeah, like somebody trying to use some type of emotional blackmail. But somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, they are a big deal. So somebody, you know, is being told, you know, like, yeah, to continue to be bold out here. Yep. Because happiness is a choice. And so, yeah, people should choose wisely. But somebody definitely, yeah, is about to receive a spiritual badge of honor out here, while other people allow fear to dictate their decisions. So be aware, you know, because there could be multiple people, you know, that could be involved. That could be like, can we work this out? You know, can we heal? And so, yeah, that could be why, you know, it could be time for somebody, you know, like to draw the line. So, as I always say, y'all, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.